All right, let's dive into this amazing 4-day itinerary for exploring Interlaken and the Bernese Oberland.
Sounds good.
This is all based on a blog post from Travels on Call. And honestly, it's got me ready to book a flight right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like a basic list of places to go see. It's full of those like insider tips and local secrets that make a trip really special.
Yeah, those are always the best itineraries, the ones that are like tailored to, giving you the best possible experience, not just the tourist traps.
Right, exactly. And at Travels on Call, they're really focused on that kind of thing.
Cool.
So let's give everyone a quick overview of what we're talking about.
Sounds good.
Day 1 at Travels on Call, they have you arriving in Interlaken, getting settled, and taking in some incredible views from Harderkolm.
Okay, so starting off strong.
Yeah, really hitting the ground running, right?
Yeah, and I think that makes a lot of sense, right? You get there, you want to see those iconic views, you want to, feel that you're in the heart of the Swiss Alps, and Harderkolm is the perfect place to do that.
And then day 2 takes you to the top of Europe,
Ooh,
Jungfraujoch,
yes.
and the picture-perfect village of Lauterbrunnen.
Now I'm excited to talk about Lauterbrunnen because it's famous for having over 100 waterfalls.
What?
Yeah, over 100 waterfalls cascading down those sheer cliff faces.
Okay, I'm sold already.
Right. It's an incredible sight.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, pictures don't even do it justice.
Wow.
You have to see it to believe it.
All right, so day 3 is all about that serene alpine beauty.
Okay.
We're talking Lake Oskinnensee and a relaxing cruise on Lake Thun.
That sounds wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, just picturing myself sitting on the deck of a boat surrounded by those mountains, the crisp air, the sun glistening on the water. It's just pure relaxation.
And then day 4 brings us to Grindelwald and Mount First with some free time woven in, so you can really customize the experience.
Love that.
Yeah, so let's zoom in on day 1 now.
Okay, let's do it.
So at Travels on Call, they recommend arriving in Interlaken by train from Zurich.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour ride.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be just unbelievably scenic.
The train journeys in Switzerland are really something special. I mean, they're not just a way to get from A to B. They're an experience in themselves.
Totally. And speaking of starting things off right, they kick things off with brunch.
Ah, yes, fueling up for a day of adventure.
Exactly. And they specifically recommend Velo Cafe in Interlaken.
Now, I haven't been there myself, but based on their recommendation, I'm guessing it offers something unique, maybe an atmosphere or a view that really immerses you in Interlaken right from the start.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, it must be more than just, good food.
Right. There's something special about it.
So after you fuel up on brunch, it's time to explore Interlaken on foot.
Okay. Love a good walking tour.
Yeah, me too. And at Travels on Call, they suggest a self-guided walking tour that hits some really cool spots.
Like what?
Well, first of all, there's the Yash Chopra statue.
Oh, that's right. Yash Chopra, the famous Bollywood director.
Exactly. And he often filmed in Switzerland. So this statue is a tribute to him, and it's kind of a testament to how deeply intertwined Indian cinema is with the Swiss landscape.
Right. It's like this unexpected cultural connection.
Totally. And they also recommend taking in the canals, wandering through the old town, and doing a little souvenir shopping along Hohweg Street.
Okay, classic Swiss charm right there.
For sure. And then for some downtime, they suggest heading to Hohenmatt Park.
Well, what's special about that?
Well, you can just relax there, watch paragliders. Or if you're feeling really adventurous, you can try paragliding yourself.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I could be soaring above Interlaken with those incredible views all around me?
That's the idea.
Sign me up.
It sounds pretty incredible, right?
It does. It does.
And to end off day 1 at Travels on Call, they recommend heading up to Harderkolm.
Harderkolm. Okay.
It's a mountain peak that gives you these panoramic views of Interlaken and the whole surrounding area.
Now, I've heard that the views from Harderkolm are just breathtaking.
Oh, yeah. And they specifically suggest going just before sunset.
Oh, to catch that golden hour light?
Yeah, to see the Alps bathed in that warm glow.
I imagine the Eiger and the Jungfrau just glowing in the sunset.
Oh, that would be amazing.
What's a postcard moment for sure.
And to get up there, you take a funicular ride.
Oh, a funicular.
Yeah, which is a type of cable railway.
Right. I love those. They're always so charming.
Yeah, and once you're at the top, you've got hiking trails, a restaurant for some Swiss cuisine, and, of course, those incredible views.
It sounds like the perfect way to end a day in Interlaken.
For sure. A great mix of activity and relaxation.
And just a little taste of what the Bernese Oberland has to offer.
Yeah, exactly. But get ready because day 2 is where things get really exciting.
Oh, even more exciting than paragliding and mountaintop views.
Oh yeah, day 2 is all about Jungfraujoch.
The top of Europe.
And it travels on call. They really emphasize starting early for this one.
Okay, so we're talking hearty breakfast, plenty of snacks.
Exactly. They even suggest packing your own if you want to save some money or if you have, specific dietary needs.
Smart. Being prepared is key for a big day like this.
Yeah, and get the journey to Jungfraujoch is like an attraction in itself.
Oh, how so?
It involves trains, a gondola, and even a cogwheel train that goes through a mountain.
Whoa, hold on. A cogwheel train through a mountain. Now that's something I have to see.
That's amazing.
It's like a scene straight out of a movie.
Right.
So tell me, how does this epic journey unfold? So how does this epic journey to Jungfraujoch unfold?
Okay, so first, you'll take a train from Interlaken to Grindelwald,
Okay,
which takes about an hour.
right.
And the train ride itself is amazing. You get these incredible views of the valley and the surrounding mountains.
Yeah, the scenery in Switzerland is just unreal.
It really is. And then from Grindelwald, it's a short walk to the Eiger Express cable car station.
The Eiger Express, okay.
Yeah, and this 15-minute ride takes you up to the Eiger Glacier.
Wow, so you're already getting up close and personal with the glaciers.
Exactly. And it travels on call. They recommend taking a moment here to really soak in the view and snap some photos.
Yeah, I can imagine you'd want to capture that moment.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And then comes the grand finale of the journey, the Jungfrau Railway.
This is the cogwheel train, right?
Yes. It takes you on this incredible ride through the heart of the Eiger Mountain.
Do the mountain.
Yeah, like literally through tunnels inside the mountain.
That's wild.
It's amazing. And it eventually reaches Jungfraujoch, which is 3,454 meters above sea level.
3,454 meters. That's like over 11,000 feet.
Yeah. It's the highest railway station in Europe.
Wow, you're really at the top of the world there.
You really are. So once you're at Jungfraujoch, what do?
Well, at Travels on Call, they have a whole list of must-dos.
Like what?
Well, you can explore the Ice Palace,
Ooh.
visit the Sphinx Observatory for even more panoramic views,
Okay.
indulge your sweet tooth at Lindt Swiss Chocolate Heaven,
I'm listening.
and even venture onto the glacier itself.
Whoa, you could walk on the glacier.
Yeah, they have like special trails and platforms set up so you can safely experience being on a glacier.
That's incredible.
That's a truly unique
It
experience.
sounds like sensory overload in the best way possible.
It definitely is.
And they really emphasize taking your time, soaking it all in, and capturing those memories.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to rush this experience.
Not at all. But the adventure doesn't stop there.
Oh,
The journey back down is just as scenic.
okay.
And at Travels on Call, they suggest making a stop in Lauterbrunnen.
Lauterbrunnen, the
Yeah.
village with all the waterfalls.
Exactly. Over 100 of them.
It's hard to even imagine that many waterfalls in one place.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
So what do they recommend doing in Lauterbrunnen?
Well, they suggest taking a leisurely stroll, maybe doing a short hike, and enjoying a picturesque dinner as the sun sets over the valley.
Oh, that sounds so idyllic.
It does, right?
Just picturing myself there, like surrounded by those waterfalls, the sound of the water cascading down the cliffs, the fresh mountain air,
Yeah, it sounds incredibly peaceful.
like a scene straight out of a fairy tale.
Totally. And then after that, it's back to Interlaken for a well-deserved rest.
Okay, I'm already exhausted just thinking about all this adventure.
Me too, but don't worry. Day 3 promises a more relaxed pace.
Okay, good, because I need a break.
So day 3 is all about soaking in the serene beauty of the Swiss Alps.
All right, I'm ready for some relaxation.
And at Travels on Call, they recommend starting your day with a leisurely local breakfast.
Okay.
But they don't specify a particular place.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it gives you the flexibility to discover a hidden gem on your own or just follow your cravings.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
So after you fueled up, it's time to head to Lake Oskenense.
Lake Ossenense, okay?
Yeah, and getting there is an adventure in itself.
Oh.
Yeah, at Travels on Call, they break it down into 4 stages.
4 stages, wow.
Yeah. So first up is a short train ride from Interlaken to Spies,
Okay.
which takes about 15 minutes. And this leg of the journey gives you glimpses of charming villages along the shores of Lake Thun.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and from Spies, you'll hop on another train to Kandersteg.
Kandersteg.
Yeah, it's a picturesque town that's kind of the gateway to Lake Ossenense.
Okay.
And this train ride takes about 25 to 30 minutes, and it winds through the stunning Swiss countryside.
So you're getting those classic Swiss views along the way?
Oh, absolutely. And then comes a 10 to 15-minute walk from the Kandersteg train station to the Ossenense gondola lift station.
Gondola, okay.
Yeah, and this walk is a chance to stretch your legs, take in the fresh mountain air.
Yeah, get the blood flowing.
Exactly. And finally, you take a 20-minute gondola lift up to Lake Oceanense.
So you're soaring above the treetops with those panoramic views all around you.
Yeah, and at Travels on Call, they describe the view from the gondola as just absolutely breathtaking.
It sounds incredible.
It really does. And once you reach the lake, they highly recommend taking the alpine hike to its shores.
An alpine hike?
Yeah, can you imagine hiking through those alpine meadows and forests with the shimmering turquoise waters of the lake as your destination?
It sounds like a dream.
It does, right. And they really emphasize taking your time on this hike, soaking in the scenery, and allowing yourself to just be present in the moment.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in taking photos and checking things off a list.
Right. But this is a place to just slow down and appreciate the beauty around you.
I love that.
So after you've had your fill of the tranquility of Lake Oskiansee at Travels on Call, they suggest heading back to Spies for a cruise on Lake Thun.
Oh, a lake cruise.
Yeah, and this cruise is a completely different way to experience the Bernese Oberland.
How so?
Well, from the water, you get these unique perspectives on the lakeside towns, the vineyards clinging to the slopes, and those majestic mountains.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a chance to really relax, unwind, and just let the beauty of your surroundings wash over you.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, and the cruise takes about 45 minutes and ends in Thun.
Kind
Yeah, it's a historic town that's definitely worth exploring.
Okay.
At Travels on Call, they recommend spending some time wandering through Thun's narrow streets, checking out the historic castle and church.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, they have this rich history and cultural heritage.
Cool. And if you have a little extra time, they mention a nearby village called Oberhofen.
Oberhofen.
Yeah, it's home to a beautiful castle and gardens.
Oh, wow.
Imagine strolling along the lakeshore with views of the castle and the mountains in the distance.
It sounds like the perfect way to end a day filled with natural beauty.
It does, but wait, there's more.
Oh,
Day 4 brings us back to the mountains this time to Grindelwald and Mount First.
okay.
And it's packed with adventure.
I'm intrigued.
And just like on previous days at Travels on Call, they recommend an early start to maximize your time.
Always good advice. All right, so day 4, back to the mountains, Grindelwald and Mount First.
Yeah, and at Travels on Call, they recommend an early start again.
Makes sense. Got to maximize that time.
For sure. So first up, you'll take a train from Interlaken to Grindelwald, about an hour.
Okay.
And the train journey itself is a treat. Stunning views of the valley and the peaks all around.
I can imagine.
Once you're in Grindelwald, it's a short walk to the gondola station.
Gondola time.
Yeah, up to the summit of Mount First.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
The gondola ride itself is an experience, those views just expanding as you climb.
Yeah, those are always fun.
And when you reach the top, oh wow, breathtaking views.
I bet.
At Travels on Call, they highlight the first cliff walk as a must-do.
First cliff walk, what is that?
This is not for the faint of heart. It's a narrow walkway clinging to the side of the mountain hundreds of meters above the valley floor.
Whoa, okay.
Thrilling experience tests your courage, rewards you with incredible views.
So not for someone with a fear of heights?
Haha, probably not. They recommend taking your time on the cliff walk, savoring every moment, capturing those views.
Yeah, get some good pictures.
For sure, but the first cliff walk is just the beginning. Mount First offers a variety of other activities too.
Like what?
Well, if you're feeling daring, there's the first flyer, a zip line soaring through the air at speeds up to 84 kilometers per hour.
Whoa, okay, speed demon.
Haha. Or if you prefer something a little more grounded, there are plenty of hiking trails. Easy strolls to challenging climbs, something for everyone.
And at Travels on Call, they also suggest mountain karting or trotty biking.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
What are those exactly?
They're like these downhill scooters, essentially a fun way to descend the mountain, combining that thrill with the beauty of the alpine scenery.
It's like a good time.
After all that adventure, they recommend spending some time in Grindelwald itself.
Okay.
It's a charming village, relaxed atmosphere, options for dining and shopping.
Perfect after a day of adventures.
Yeah, grab some lunch at a cafe, browse for souvenirs, soak in the atmosphere.
Sounds lovely. And then the best part of day 4, free time.
Exactly. At Travels on Call, they leave the evening open for you to personalize.
That.
You can relax in Interlaken, explore nearby villages, another boat cruise, or even more mountain excursions.
So many options.
It's about giving you the freedom to choose an adventure that's truly yours.
That's awesome. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to say that Interlaken and the Bernese Oberland, they just sound magical.
They really do.
Like breathtaking landscapes, charming villages, thrilling adventures, peaceful moments, something for everyone.
Absolutely. And at Travels on Call, they've given us this fantastic itinerary full of insider tips and inspiration.
Yeah, it's not just a list of places to see. It's a roadmap to an unforgettable experience.
And remember, you can follow it to the letter or use it as a springboard to create your own custom adventure.
Exactly. Maybe you're a history buff who wants to spend more time exploring the castles, or maybe you're an adrenaline junkie who wants to go canyoning.
There's something for everyone here.
So as we wrap up, we encourage you to let your imagination run wild, embrace the spirit of adventure, and start planning your own Swiss escape.
And remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Savor every moment, embrace the unexpected, and allow yourself to be fully present in the beauty and wonder of this incredible country.